50. Ready? Blue lady. Mike, 58, right there. Bandit.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch in the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I'm like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Set to throw on first. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
On second down, it's Hines. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here we go.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Winston, and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. This is taken at the 23. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's got it to Hilton. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punt love.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 22 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
The Colts take over at 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
We're set on first down. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Carl Nassib make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
A 63-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. First down, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if it decides.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 25 yards that time. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Fights off the defender. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Winston now. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Brissett. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's got Jack Doyle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 29, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 20! And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Winston gives to Barber. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Bo Allen. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
54 yards. And the Colts first down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Colts 25. Adam Vinatieri sets his kickoff.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Blue lady. Mike 58 right there. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball.
Again, it's Jones. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
All day, dog. Check 15. Check 15.
First down, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
First down, Indianapolis.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Now a desk, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check, check. Watch
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Get ready. Blue 58, come on. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Let me go.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just